So this is an interesting part of Bill C-63. There's a lot of horrific parts in it. Anyone who advocates or promotes genocide subject to life in prison. How is the government going to define genocide? See, that's the question. From the river to the sea, Israel has the right to exist. It's okay to be white. Well, there's one of these that's definitely not going to be considered genocide. That'll be the actual genocidal call. Look, I don't have a Middle East peace plan. What I can tell you is I've read Hamas's charter, and it is explicitly genocidal. You can read it for yourself. It's not hard to find. Just type in Hamas charter, even into Google. It will come up in 2 minutes or 2 microseconds, and you can read it in 5 minutes. You can see for yourself. But that won't be, I got a feeling that won't be considered a call to genocide. Advocates or promotes genocide. So you write something online and somebody decides, like, for instance, they say not using pronouns is genocide. They really do say that. They say that not giving children sex change operations is genocide. They really do say that. So is that going to put you up for life in prison? You know, it's going to be selectively used. And the bill hasn't passed yet, and it may not pass, but they want it to pass, and it may well. This may well actually become law. I would hope that it would be repealed immediately after the next election, but you never know. Right? I am optimistic about Pierre Poilievre and the Conservatives, but you also can't be naive either. So we'll have to see. Let's see. The person and people who want to censor you online are responsible for Arrive scam. So that was the Arrive scan app during the pandemic. And it was an app to harass people who didn't have the jab and arriving in the country and at the borders as well. That's become a scandal as well because it was budgeted at $80,000 for this app. It ended up costing over $60 million. You heard that right. $80,000 to 60 million. Slightly over budget, you might say. Slightly over budget. It turns out it looks like there's just a bunch of money stolen. Just millions of dollars just stolen. Paid out for no work, for nothing. Very typical of the Trudeau government. So the people that want to censor us are responsible for the Arrive scam, $258 million in projects to GC Strategies, Winnipeg Labs, SNC scandal, Agacon trip scandal, 84,000 Jamaican vacation, $6,000 a night for single room at the Queen's funeral. He also embarrassed us by getting filmed drunkenly singing Bohemian Rhapsody at the hotel bar as well, which was, that's just normal. Embarrassing Canada is normal for him now at this point. That's just what he does. Who did this? All right, from Unacceptable Canadian Girl. All right, well, let's see. Let's see what this is.
People in this beautiful part of the country know firsthand how great it is to spend your weekends camping. The joy of roasting marshmallows with the kids or jumping into the lake on a hot summer day, you just can't beat it. But not all Canadians are so lucky, and we want to change that. That's why a re-elected Liberal government will expand the Learn to Camp program so that by the time they reach grade, people in this beautiful part of the country know first.
Well, it's true. More people are camping outside now under his government. They just don't want to.